Hello, beautiful people of YouTube. My name is Mike, back at you with another episode of Health and Wealth. Today I'm here to talk to you about swimming. So I know our channel is about health and wealth, and so we're going to talk about both of those subjects and hopefully try and tie both of those together. So this morning I posted a short about hitting the gym around 8 o'clock this morning. Sun is rising. Most people are sleeping, but here I am posting a short about going to the gym. So this morning at approximately 8:20, I jumped into the pool and I did the silly thing of swimming 30 laps. So I have a goal of my first initial goal is reaching 1,000 laps swam in the 25-meter pool. So far, doing okay with that. I've gone to the gym now 6 days this month so far. Was able to swim 30 laps most of the time. One day, only 12 laps. Wasn't feeling super ambitious that day, but we still went. So far, I've swam 162 laps, which is pretty decent. And that's a total of 4,050 meters, so roughly 4 kilometers of swimming. At the end of this 1,000-meter challenge, it will be 25 kilometers of swimming, which whenever you think about it, that's really not too much, but there's no way I could do that all at the same time. So how does that tie into health and wealth? It's the same thing as dividends. My goal is $5,000 a month in dividend or distribution income. Right now, financially, there's no way I can make that happen. So what am I going to do? How am I going to make that happen? Every single day, every single week, every bi-week, we're going to go ahead and contribute a little bit of money into my Questrate account to help achieve that goal. Today, I'm sitting at roughly $500 a month in distribution or dividend income. It's pretty good. You know, I'm a big fan of $500 a month. But I'll tell you what, I'm a bigger fan of $5,000 a month. But my mentality needs to kind of change. I can't just be at $5,000 a month. So I need to make some sacrifices in life to make that happen. What are those sacrifices? I need to reduce spending in a few different areas. There's a lot of times where I'm out there, going to Costco with the hopes of buying eggs and milk, but spending $200. I don't know if you guys are the same way as me, but it happens almost every single time. That's number one. Number two, spending money on food or fast food really takes away from the goal. Every $10 at McDonald's adds up and takes away from my bi-weekly contribution that I can make. So in this instance, it actually adds up in two different ways. One, I can't make that bi-weekly contribution that I'm looking to do because I'm too busy paying a credit card. And two, I have a little bit more difficult time achieving that health goal. So again, my goal is currently 1,000 laps of swimming. If I'm sitting eating a Big Mac a couple times a week, that's really going to slow that goal down. So I've eliminated the McDonald's. I'm starting to slow down on the Costco. Can I get my groceries elsewhere? Can we get it for a cheaper rate? For sure. Where do you guys shop? So what I've done here is I've gone ahead and tracked every single lap that I've done so far, but I wanted to do something a little bit fun to make this a creative and a fun atmosphere for myself, because just swimming laps is kind of boring. So why not track where I've swam so far? So what I've done is I've pulled up a map on Google Maps of the area that I live in, and I've gone ahead and started to track my distance. So down here is the rec center. That's where I was this morning. And I've started to track the distance. So again, I'm going to go back to my Google Maps, my Google Sheets here. And I've swam 4,050 meters. So that equals 4 kilometers essentially of swimming in the 6 days worth of time, which is pretty good. So where does 4 kilometers take me on this map? So here we go. We start down here. We swim up the road, and then we start to swim out of town. So we're basically out of town here into some greenery. There's no way I could have swam that in one day. That's for sure. What about you? Could you swim that in one day? Probably some of you, but not me. So with this 1,000 meters, oh my goodness, 1,000 laps and 25,000 meters, that's 25 kilometers. Let's just kind of piece that out here. So if I take this and I start dragging it up the highway, let's go find out where 25 kilometers is. Oh, excuse me there. If I click up here, so we're at 12, that's half right there. If I go all the way up here, we're at 18. And if I go to a little small town called Coldwater, home of the Wildcats, that's where I played hockey, we're at 23. So a little bit past Coldwater. Let me bring it down here. Back to the highway we go. There we go. 25 kilometers away. So much like my $5,000 target for dividends, I have a 25 kilometer target for swimming. So if I zoom this out, you can see this is 25 kilometers away. Let me bring that up here for you. What do you guys think? Can I make it? We'll keep you updated with that goal. Let's talk about the other goal here of how are we going to achieve our $5,000 a month. Well, on Monday, I should have some funds freed up from that Riot stock covered call that's going to be freed up early Monday morning. And I'm going to take that money and contribute it to Tesla, TSLY on the stock market. Tesla follows Tesla. So I should have about 90 shares worth of what I'm going to invest, and fingers crossed that the market continues to go up for Tesla, because when the market for Tesla goes up, the market for Tesla also goes up, and then so that's going to be one foot in the door towards my goal here of $5,000 a month. 100 shares, let's just say 100 shares is roughly, if you look at the last 10 distributions, averaging roughly 50 cents, so $50 worth of dividend per month. Okay, all right, so wish me luck. We'll talk to you again on Monday. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for being here, and thanks for following. I super appreciate it. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Bye for now.